Guess who's back? Back again. Juljas back. Hardest Conquest. So here we are once again at the Hardest Conquest, and before getting into the video, I'm gonna plug this early this time. Please sub, and a blue whale will land on your house. I mean, it might not be a fun experience, but it's a cool story to tell. So let's get right into it and not clickbait this too long and get out the view time. At the one-star nation, the worst 1961 one-star nation is the Iroquois. Just because who wants to play the Iroquois? They have trash units, only built the earliest tech, and it's just not a fun experience. At rank 2 is Colombia. Now Colombia, the good thing is you can probably take out Peru fairly fast-ish. And then the bad news is probably all of your allies are dead in North America, and you little South American rebel base have to fight the French and have to fight the North America. Sounds like fun? Nah, man. And the hardest 3-star nation, because they're only 3, there's only the US, CSA and GB, is GB, and that's solely because they are cornered off. I think all 3-star nations are pretty easy, to be honest. Just GB takes the longest to get like to the bottom corner and actually, end Peru. For the 1865 conquest, there's also some interesting ones. And the hardest 1-star nation is the Papal States, because why would you want to play the Papal States? You're fighting all of Italy, half the French Navy, maybe Austria one day might come and save you at like rank turn 30, but otherwise you're dead. For the 2-star nations, we have the German Confederation, smashed in between everything, fighting the Austrians and the French. Doesn't sound like a fun experience, does it? Well, you do have Prussia next to you. I mean, there's still Russia, who is like smelling the doors there. And it's just not such a fun experience. Not such a fun experience. And the 3-star nation is the Ottoman Empire, just because, again, they're super cornered off and it just takes long. Again, here, all 3-star nations are pretty doable. France is a bit of an issue of having a lot to do in the beginning. They'll have to fight the Spanish. They'll have to hold against all the Germans, like the Prussians, the Confederation and Bavaria, and the Brits, which is a bit of a lot. So it's either between the French and the Ottoman Empire, just because it just takes long. 1914 has some interesting ones, and the hardest 1-star is Serbia. Now Serbia, just you have to fight the Bulgarians, the Ottomans, and the Austria-Hungarians, with help not anywhere close, because the Italians usually tend to like take Munich before they take Vienna or take here to actually help you. So you'll have to do it yourself. And listen, your great allies of Montenegro and Romania and Greece will just die. That's an issue. Yeah, it does make it a fun experience. The most annoying and hardest 2-star nation is the Portuguese, because Portugal is just off all of the land. I mean, you have some units in Africa ready to land, but they'll have to take a city instantly. And you have like a city here which is super useless. So great, and with all these mainland units, you'll have to. It just takes forever till you reach a front, and it's just more of like a non-participation than anything, or it just takes like till turn 15 till you actually reach an important front. Yeah, why? And the hardest 3-star nation in 1914 is La Grande Nation France, because just too many enemies, to be honest. Fighting the Germans in Germany, which have over double the size of the army than you have. Sounds fun. You have to fight the Austrians. There's just too much to do. You have to still hold the freaking North Africa. The Austria-Hungarians might be annoyance in Italy. Just too much to do. So let's get to the final conquest in 1917. I hope this isn't too rushed for you, but I just want to keep this, on point and not make this video too long unnecessarily. The hardest 1-star nation is Cuba. Do you like how I baited that there? Cuba is just surrounded by enemies. You have the Brits, you have the Brazilians, you have the French, you have the Americans. You have everybody on your ass. Is it fun? Nah. Oh yeah, you just have the greatest Colombian nation. It's just not fun. Everybody will attack you. You'll just have to defend all game long, and maybe you can once take Miami and then build your way up into the America, but not a fun experience. The hardest 2-star nation is Romania. Now Romania, again, I'm still wondering why the hell they're a 2-star nation, but alas, they have a worse starting position than all of like their neighbors, weirdly enough, Montenegro and Serbia and Greece. Somehow I find it a bit easy to start them. You have Bulgaria. If you don't stop them, soon they become a big annoyance. And you have to hold off the Austro-Hungarians and the Ottomans and eventually the Russians as well. So, not fun. And you only have like weak cavalry. You can't even put on your own generals. You have a bad economy. Why are they 2-star nation? And the worst 3-star nation in 1917 is the Ottoman Empire. Once again, you have to deal with kind of a lot, and it's not necessarily hard, more than an annoyance. Because in 1917, I feel like all 3-star nations are pretty doable. For example, Austria-Hungary is just a bit, just casual. If you go and help it, it's the Germans have to kill off the Italians. Not hard. Italy is not hard. France is not too bad because you have a lot of easy peasy fronts you can deal with. Yeah, everybody is not that brutally hard, but just playing as the Ottomans just takes again forever. And you're playing on a front where your allies either way win. You have to waste a lot of time in the Balkans in the beginning. You have to go and invade Italy and have to then go over Africa, and it's just time consuming, not necessarily hard. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this kind of style of video once again. Special shoutouts to Victor SMG, Rovanian11 for both already being over a month here, Martin Bar, Dodge 1937, Colette Yusha, Alexis Inatolia, Andrei Ailuai, Bambor Robert, and Commander Alpha 722nd. That name is brilliant. Thank you so much for all being amazing members. You can become a member as well. Give you suggestions for future videos. Have a nice day. And bye.